What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. VAZ. Welcome back to Food Delivery Stories. I appreciate you for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and do what you do, man. I want to come out real quick. And this is one of the reasons why I avoid alcohol deliveries. Here it is. So, I'm picking up an order, a few bottles of alcohol and some beer, a case of beer. So, I get to the place. I let the person know, hey, I'm on my way. I got your order. I'm going right now. It was about four miles. He didn't tip. Let's get that out the way. He didn't tip at all. But the company was paying good money for me to take it and drive 4 miles. So I said, why not? It was an in and out situation. So I get there and close the door. So I guess they heard the door. So I'm coming to the door and I hear somebody yell like, leave it in the front steps. I was like, excuse me? Just leave it in the front steps. And I'm like, well, it's an alcohol delivery. I need some ID because, I can't complete the delivery without it. I have to scan it or manually put it on the phone. So I hear him peek through the window and he's like, well, if I order it online, there's no reason for you to ask me for ID right now. Here we go. I said, well, sir, it's like when you go to a liquor store and they ID you, it's the same thing, the same exact thing. So I'm like, I need some identification. He's like, well, I'm not going outside, so I could just put it on the window. I said, that's fine. As long as I could see it and see him and put the pictures together and write the information, I was cool with it. Something I write, I have no problem with that. This fool puts an EBT card to the window. I'm like, bruh, what are you doing? I was like, I need identification. Well, it has my name on it. I'm like, I need date of birth, expiration date. It already says my date of birth on the app, which is true. It says the date of birth. But I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't mean that you're the one that ordered it. Like, I need to know what's going on. And plus, what am I going to do with an EBT card? Buy some ham and cheese and make a sandwich? Like, that doesn't make sense. So I'm like, sir, this is the reason, too, I leave the alcohol in the vehicle before I even go out, because I don't do that. I leave the alcohol in the vehicle, especially if it's just alcohol I'm delivering. It's staying in the vehicle until I scan an ID. So we're going back and forth. I'm like, sir, you're making this difficult. All I gotta do is say you don't want to comply, and I just take the alcohol back, and it's a done deal for me. Pretty much I'm getting paid regardless. So he's like, well, what are you using my ID for? And I'm like, I'm talking like that because that's how you sounded. What are you using my ID for? I was like, well, it's for the alcohol. Like when you go to a liquor store or anywhere that asks you for an ID, I need to make sure it's you because I can't complete the order unless that happens. So I said, I can't, think about it, but I'm about to leave if, you're not going to give me the ID. So eventually he comes out through the door and gives me the ID. And I'm like, we went through all of this for that? Like, are you serious? So I do the ID. I say, yes, sir, this is how it is every time you order alcohol online. You're always going to have the ID. You could have put it through the window like you said, but I'm going to need the ID. Plus with the EBT, I told him straight up, I'm like, I'm not going to buy a sandwich with it. Like, it's not my EBT. So I'm like, that had nothing to do. That's not identification. So that was done with. And then the next day, I guess he gave me a bad rating. And he commented on it saying I was unprofessional. You can't satisfy all customers. That's the one thing as a driver, as a YouTuber, as a person in life in general, friends, anything. You're not going to satisfy everybody. So don't even waste your time trying to. So it was just crazy, and that's the reason why I avoid it, because he's not the first person. A lot of people don't like giving me their ID, which makes no sense to me. But it is what it is, so I try to avoid it unless it's big money, you know what I mean? And that's about it, man. But I hope you guys are having a great day. Tune in next time. I'm going to have another. This one's going to be a crazy one. The next one's going to be a crazy video. This customer, it was some weird stuff. Hope you guys having a great day. You blessed up, making that money, you heard me? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Comment down below if you had, alcohol issues, something like that they don't want to give you ID at all. Let me know in the comments below. You guys stay safe. Much love.